Hi guys. Sorry. Had some problem. My DSLR apparently doesn't work now, so I'm actually using my webcam. Hope it's okay. It don't matter. I just want to touch base with all you guys. How you guys doing? Hi, Alessandro. How are you? Hi, Alan. Hi, Jack. You guys were one of the first. Charles Lascari. Okay, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me, right? I know you guys can see me, but can you guys hear me? Okay, cool. You guys can hear me. Okay. Hi, Andrew. Hi, Hector. How are you? How you guys doing? I mean, are you guys doing okay? Ah, so we have two Italiano here. Come sta? Come sta? Alessandro, I did not buy a mini Martin. This is not a mini Martin. This is a... Yeah, this is a SC13E. The E stands for electronics because you have electronics. You can see here. Right, here. Yep. The battery compartment is here. Easy to take out. Where is it? Yeah, here. Right. Yeah, check out the review. I actually like this guitar because the neck profile is really nice. It's like a compound radius thing, you know, but in terms of the radius, I think it's more on the neck. I don't know, maybe the radius did change a bit. I don't know, very subtle. But you have like a very kind of like a thicker neck here, and then as it goes up, it becomes thinner. So, you know, it's great. It's interesting. Ah, yes. Yeah, Alan. Alan, is the situation better right now in England, or is it? I know you're from Wales, if I'm mistaken, right? Where are you from? Wales? Wait, let me see. Let me check. Yeah, right. So you're from North Wales. Is it better right now? Are you still guys? Are you guys still on lockdown or anything like that, or has it been opened up slowly? Hi, the Fury. How are you? What happened to all my gear in the room? Well, it's all here. It's still here. I have my pants. No, this is not my pants. This is my it's my T-shirt from the last video that I did. I had it hanging around here, which is so unsightly. My gear, they're all here. They're still here. The amp is gone. The Vox amp is gone. Right now, I have the this new amp, which I just like, you know, released this review just a couple of minutes ago. This is a Udo. What is this? Udo. Rosner, Udo Rosner amplifier. It's an acoustic amp. So yeah, I had City Music sent it to me, so I did a review of it just recently, just a couple of minutes ago. So you can check out the review later on. It's a great little amp for acoustic guitars. Yeah, I'm not having the chat appearing, which is so weird. My God, wait, where are we? Where are we here? Oh wow, 2,000 jobs. That's a whole lot. So sorry to hear that. Hi, Dominic. Sorry, Alessandro. Sorry. You bought a mini Martin. Okay. So yeah, that's a small one. I think I played one before, a couple of videos back. They're nice. The Martins, the small ones are really nice. So we in Singapore we finally had a release about 2 weeks ago, where we are able to get out. So we are able to rehearse in a band as long as it's only 5 people in a room. And if you're in a rehearsal room where those public rehearsal room where you pay money to rehearse, you cannot sing. No singing allowed, just instrumental. What we did in church was we had a recorded worship session where we practiced social distancing and they're singing. I sang, so it's allowed in a church. I don't know why is it allowed, but So we have 5 5, was it 5? Yeah, 5 of us on stage, and that's it. And then we have the maximum people in one time is 10. So the rest of them are like the sound crew and the lighting crew and the camera crew. So all in all, we only have a total of 10 people. Pretty interesting. We had to make do with 4 musicians, and I think that's a good challenge for most church bands. I know how church bands are, like they have like two keyboard player, 2 guitarists, but yeah, anyway, so I think it's a good challenge for them to play like a 4-piece and get by with it. Okay, hi Chris, good morning. Alessandro, you're talking about this SC, or you're talking about your mini guitar? So as I was saying, and then there are like live streams going on. There's this live stream I'm going to be involved in 2 weeks from now, where you have a couple of singers coming in, and then the band is still 5-piece. I don't know why. Yeah. So there are many things that you can do. So this is what is happening in Singapore right now, and now they're talking about relaxing it a little bit more, where you can actually catch a movie in the cinema. So I'm just waiting for that. It's been a long time since I've seen a movie in a cinema. So the cases have more or less gone down drastically, but there is a slight increase in local transmission. We're not talking about a whole lot, So we're still monitoring, and I'm still very careful when I go out. So the masks are in place, social distancing and everything. So yeah, we're taking it easy. And guess what? It's election time. Yeah, we are electing. We have a party called the People's Action Party. That's the dominant residing party that is governing this country of Singapore since 1960. 1963, since we found our independence. So every 4 years, or was it every 5 years, they have a sort of election where opposition can come in and speak their mind and see how it goes, where they can have a seat in the parliament. So this year is no different, but the only difference is like this is going to be held within this COVID scenario. So it's very interesting. No public speaking. A lot of debates are done online. Have a couple of good candidates. Yeah, and incidentally, the one of the candidates that is featured is actually a son of my mentor. When I was starting out as an engineer, So he has a son and a daughter. So the son is actually all grown up now. He's like 30 over years, and 30 plus years old with a girl, with a daughter. So he's running for office. So that's pretty neat. Yeah. Alessandro. Okay, so this is the neck. This is the part that is very different, the cutaway. Some people don't like it, but if you play it, it's a different feel, because when you wrap your hands around it, it's so easy, you just wrap your hand, and you're not gonna like grab here. You're just gonna play like that, because if you're gonna do the high register. And I mean, how high can you get? I mean, so to play, it used to be so hard to play chords like this, at this register. Yep. Okay. Signori Babetta. Is that enough? Okay, good. The chats are up. So that's in a nutshell. That's what's been happening in Singapore. I have a couple of items that I've yet to review. A couple of pedals here which I haven't opened up yet. Have you seen any of this? Right. So I think this is a delay unit, and this is like a uni-vibe thing. I haven't even tried this yet because I haven't had the time to open it up. Have this microphone. Deity mic sent me this, so this is interesting. Mic. This is like a shotgun mic, but supposedly this has more frequency response than a normal shotgun mic, so you can actually record acoustic guitar, vocals, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm just giving it a try. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Couple of things, because recently I hooked up with another a music shop called David's Music. Chris would know about them. So yeah, they're nice people. So I managed to get them to kind of send me stuff to review. So it's good for you guys, And there are a couple, and this shop actually carries PRS guitars. But I don't think I'll be like doing a lot of those expensive guitars, because I don't think this is what. But who knows? I mean, maybe once in a while I'll just get one of the $6,000, $8,000 guitar to play around with and review it. But they also carry like Langley amps, Takamine guitars, which I really like. Sigma, which is no more with Martin now. They have their own company. A couple other brands, So it's pretty interesting. I hope that we can collaborate like what I did with City Music. So we'll see how it goes. Hi Ian, how are you? It's good to see you. You didn't do anything, Chris. You were supposed to go to bed. Actually, you it's past your bedtime. But it's okay. We'll forgive you. Yeah. So you guys got anything that you want to ask me? Hi, Tom. Oh, the SE, yeah. You prefer? Oh, the hollow body. You're talking about the PRS. Yes, I didn't get the I didn't get the Pasio because in my experience, the Pasios never did work out well for me. I have like a couple of guitars, like the ones that I used to use when I was touring. Is the what is this? The oh my good lord, I forgot the name. Nightfly? What is that? Nightfly? What Nightfly or something? Oh man, I forgot the name of the guitar. Anyway, it has a Pasio pickup, which I never use at all because it sounded horrible on stage. And then when I ordered my Luke, my Music Man Ernie Ball Luke, they actually asked me whether I want to have that piezo option. I said no. I opted out for it because I knew that I wasn't gonna use the piezo anyway. So yeah. For you Americans out there, happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day. All right. A Minuano. Oh, so you know about this pedal? This Dyna Bell? This one? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Drop it, you pay for it. You know about this pedal? It's good. I was thinking of not doing this review, but I don't know. Since you say it's okay, you know. Not McFly? Nightfly, not mistaken. Yeah. Looks interesting though. The vibe machine. Yeah, it looks interesting. So you have a choice between chorus and vibrato, intensity and speed. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know. We will see how it goes. Shakespeare. You have a first name, Shakespeare. William? Hi, are you? Thank you. I'm located in Singapore. Yes, good old sunny Singapore. This is a unit vibe, you know, so it's a time-based unit, you know. So, I don't know, maybe I'll just give it a go. I'll just review it before I pass it back to them. Interesting pedal though. I don't think it's cheap, but you know. That's the way it is. Yeah, Jack. Don't celebrate a happy 4th of July. I'm not American, in case you haven't noticed. But you know, I just wish that you know America would be a better place soon. That the chaos and the death toll would drop drastically, and the country will go back to normal. I pray peace upon that country. This is what I wish for on this Independence Day for the United States of America. Yeah, and then we have this. This is the free. I don't know what is free to tone. How do you open this? Okay, this is the Ambi. What you call it? Ambi Space. If you guys seen all this, you know, better let me know. So you know, the Vibe Machine is one of the better Unit Vibe clones. Really? Was that the Vibe Machine that I just saw? Okay. Oh my good lord, this is kind of interesting. So this is like a reverb unit. Aha! It's a reverb unit. Interesting, right? So you have a choice of space, room, cave, plate, hall, serene. Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued by this pedal. It looks really classic, right? So why do you have two buttons? So you can have different presets. Oh, that's cool. You have the on button, and then you have, you know, as you tap along, you can actually switch between presets. That's pretty cool. So what is this? This is like stereo out. All right, stereo out and stereo in. So you can have. Wow, that's pretty cool. Could run this after a stereo delay. That would be nice. Freudian. I don't know, man, Chris. I don't know, but it's trying to be something like that. The Vibe Machine. The problem, you know, the thing is that I didn't want to go back to pedals because, you know, all this is like, you know, you get a pedal like that, you know, you're so happy with it for a while, and after you step on it a couple of times, you know, it gets all dirty, and then you're kind of sick with the sound, and it's time to buy a new one. And in the meantime, what do you do with the old one? You're going to sell it at a loss? So I gave up on pedals a long time ago because I know it's going to be a never-ending red race. You know, I'll be chasing the other next pedal. So why not just get a multi effects, a good multi effects, you know, and just play around with the effects until the day Jesus come, until until God knows where, God knows when. I rather do that and then to go chasing for pedals. But that's me. That's just me. I mean, some of you guys will have a different look at it. Have a different outlook on that. Yep. Okay, let's catch up with your. Okay. The vibe machine. This is not. Oh, so you're talking about this, right? So Jim, hi Jim, is one of the better Univibe clones. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna give this a try. I was about to give this back because I'm not really a fan of any Univibe and stuff like that, but I think I'll give it a try. Probably do this two together as a review. I don't know. Well, we'll see how it goes. Put it here. Right. So where are you guys? What huge number of new gadgets you bought? No, I didn't buy all this, Alessandro. No, I'm not a rich man. I get all these pedals because the shop sent it to me for review, and yeah, it's good for them. It's like a good way to let people know about their products. So yeah. Hi, Scooter. Happy 4th of July, Scooter. What is this? The Vibe machine pedal is 209. Oh my good lord, 285 pounds. That's expensive for that little thing. All right. In at a guitar store, I don't know if I should pick between the Martin, was that DJ or the Dreadnought Junior 10E or a Martin 002E. Are you at the store? I mean, do you go down to the store? If you did go down to the store, try it. That's the only way they can find out. And if you like either one, just choose one. Nobody can tell you which guitar is the best for you because you are playing it and you need to hear it. So I hope that helps, Shakespeare. Except for the wah pedal, those I find indispensable. Oh yeah, all right. I mean, wah pedals. I mean, we all have our favorite wah pedals, right? So my favorite was the Cry Baby actually, but that I decided to to go for the Jim Dunlop ones, and so I was stuck with it, for the longest time. Yeah. Hi Olaf. Hi Olaf, thank you. Where are you from, Olaf? I guess you're from Europe, right? Oh yeah, right. Good to know someone agrees with me, Chris. It's early in the morning, Scooter. Yeah, 9:24 a.m. I don't usually wake up at that time. Howdy, Rosby. How are you doing? Hi, Gurav Lama from India. Which part of India, Gurav? Oh, Shakespeare from New York City. Oh, your parents are from Malaysia. Oh, okay. You would love to move to Singapore, though. Oh, Olaf, you're from Holland. All right. Welcome. So what are you doing in New York? Are you working there? Are you studying? Hi, Edward. How are you? Yeah. Okay. So, okay, Raspi, I hear you. You have a old Spider amp. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something which I don't normally tell people. I love Line 6 stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love everything about Line 6. I mean, the company, the attitude, and everything. But their amps, somehow or other, I've never had an inkling towards their amps. I guess, I don't know. It just didn't like. I just don't feel attracted to any of the amps, the Spider amps or whatever amps they have. Maybe because I've been spending too much time playing with multi effects board and going directly to the main board. So that's probably me. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. You're from where? Okay, good. Guraf, you're from Darjeeling, West Bengal. All right. So what do you do, Garav? Do you have a band? Do you have a band in West Bengal, or are you playing with a band? And if you are, what sort of music are you playing? Olaf, one of the country that I really want to visit is Holland. Basically it's Holland and Sweden. These are the two countries that I can't wait to visit. I've done Italy. I love Italy. The next destination for me would be Holland and Sweden. If God permits. Scooter, yeah, I tried orange amps before. For me, it's an acquired taste. It has this distinct sound. I'm so used to a certain sound, all these years, because, well, I think I'm a sucker for a comfort zone. So, I play better knowing that I have this sound. But if you give me like a different sound, I might not perform to my best of my abilities. This is just me. I guess most guitarists like that. That's why all guitarists have their own favorite pedals and their favorite amps. Orange, unfortunately, didn't catch my fancy. Although I love the way it looks, I love the outlook, the outlay. It's nice, for the geek in me. But never had a chance to actually own one. I don't know, maybe the day will come when I actually own an orange amp. Put it right here and play around with it. Who knows? I might just change my mind. Oh, hi. Oh, Ian. You. Oh, that's a nice amp. The Fender Stage. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. That's so kind of him, Ian. Yeah. Hi, Sabir Arta. How are you? Are you from India too? Or where are you from, Sabir? Okay, Raspi. I hear you. Oh, from Nepal. Okay. We're not too far off. Yeah. Welcome. Tree Wall Tech. PRS MT15 and PRS Special. What are we talking to? Are you talking to someone? Okay, never mind. Have I ever been to Vienna? No, I would love to. Austria is another place that I would love to visit, although I heard that it's really expensive there. But I guess most places in Europe are expensive. We thought Italy was expensive, but it wasn't that expensive. But then again, I'm from Singapore, right? So Singapore, everything is expensive. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Austria, yeah. We'll see how it goes. I was born. Okay, you were born in New York City, Shakespeare. You're a biology student with too much free time. Fun fact: crime has been up 500% here, so you probably don't want to come here anytime soon. Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised, especially at this time. I love New York. I went there twice. I love the vibe. I love the whole atmosphere. It takes a bit of getting used to. I guess if you live in New York long enough, you're probably used to it. Yep. I love the guitar shops in New York. Yep. And Jim, I have an idea. What about everyone here suggests a band or artist for the rest of us to check out? Always looking for new music. Yeah, you guys can, Ah, Alan. Okay, so orange amps are good for metal. Is that true? I've seen guys who are real subtle playing orange amps. So I don't know whether is that a true statement. Oh, Ian. Okay, he took it home right afterwards. Wanker. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Okay. No, he shouldn't have. He should just lend it to you for a couple of days, isn't it? That would be a right old mate. Okay, Edward, you're from Pittsburgh, Massachusetts. All right. Well, Happy 4th of July. You got Alessandro. You have a 5-watt micro terror. Wow. Alessandro, what is a micro terror? I'm sorry. I do not know what's a micro terror. What is it? Is it an amp? Guraf, you bought a Line 6 Helix 2 months ago. LT, okay. I was wondering which amp model do you use for high gain lead settings. I'll do something better. I will let you see what I use. Just hang on a while I'll fire this up if I can. I don't normally do that, but you know, you're such a nice guy, all polite. Okay, just hold on. Let me just bring this up and then I'll show you, okay? Hold your horses. Yeah, speaking of Jack the Rabbit, where is he? I don't see him around. Anybody call him? I miss that brother. Okay, so I'm gonna capture screen. So who's this? Guraf, you take note, okay? Take notice of this. I'm gonna show you. Hang on. Windows capture. Let's see it. Why? Oh, can't do it. Shame. I know, mine. I'll do Windows capture then. Just hold on. Display capture. Hang on, just hang on for a while. Okay, you're gonna bring this up. So we can see this. Can you see this? All right. So the amp model that I usually do for like heavier stuff is this German Mahadeva, right? And I'm actually going by amp. I'm using 2 amps, so you might want to find out how to do this. You know, you can do this on your LT. And the other amp is a solo lead overdrive, right? So you can see here, solo lead overdrive. And the other amp will be the German Mahadeva, right? So this is what I use for my heavier sound settings for my Helix. Right? Hope that helped. Okay, it's back to normal again. Okay. I hope that's good. All right. So yeah. Okay, Jim. Look at Jack Rabbit. He's replied himself, but I'm pretty sure just 100 sub. Hey, you know, Ian, don't give up. I used to have 100 sub back then. You know, I just started this like 2 years ago. So yeah, just keep on going. You know, just keep on releasing videos and stuff like that. You know. And Shakespeare, thank you. I think it was what got me addicted to your reviews. Thank you, Shakespeare. Yeah, if you're ever in Singapore, let me know. Hook me up. Let me know, and we'll have some nice Singaporean food. Okay, Alessandro, I will check it out. I'll check it out right now. So, what is this? Oh, that's the orange amp. So you have an orange amp. Okay, you have the Micro Terra. Is it good, Alessandro? Oh, okay. All right, Ian. So he's really busy. Like he's busy. He's busy doing recordings, or what is he doing? Or does he have other work? Scooter, one of my favorite bands. I have a couple. My all-time favorite would be the Eagles, and then a close second would be Poco, the band Poco. Or Toto. Pablo Cruz. You remember those guys? Pablo Cruz. Yeah, I love that band. It has that Latin feel and the pop feel. Yep. And Dolby Brothers. Only certain stuff. Certain stuff in Dolby Brothers I like. I used to like this group called man, for the life of me, I couldn't remember the name of the group. Oh yeah, Bread. I love Bread. I know it's some of you guys are probably that's so lame. Just like mushy music, but I love it. I love the songwriting. I love the string orchestration. I love the voice of David Gates and the other guy. I forgot his name. Larry. Was it Larry? No, there's another guy named. What's his name? Both are really they're great musicians, and the other guy is also a really great songwriter. So Brett, Eagles, and I was raised on all that. When I became a musician full time, my taste in bands changed a little bit. I was listening to a whole lot to rockier stuff and like White Snake. I love White Snake, right? Bad Company, that was always been my favorite. These are the bands I actually grew up with. Bad Company, Grand Funk Railroad, Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple. I grew up with all this music. Uriah Heep, I'm sure you British people out there would understand what I'm talking about. That's the Uriah Heep, a very nice British band. Yes, the group Yes, incredible band. All these guys, and as the years went by, I became kind of like more into country music. So I was into a whole lot of country music, and those guys are mostly like single artists. So yeah, that's me. This is me. I have a whole lot of CDs here, and the fact is I can actually name it out, but just don't want to because there's so many names and I couldn't keep track of it. Hall & Oates is one of my favorite. I love them so much, I love their music so much that it borders on addiction in some way. I love, and that's how I got to know about guys like Jay Graydon. How he produced some of their albums and the guitar sound that they got. And the whole production, the backup vocals, the way they arrange, the way they mix, the way they sang the songs. So it's really incredible. Right. I'm glad you asked me that. All right, so. This all right, Ian. You think it's a lot of personal things in noisy room nights, Yes, it works. Alessandro, you said yes, it works. Me, I don't work so good. You're so humble, Fratello. You're so humble. I'm sure you play well. Guraf, thank you, Jonathan. I should try it out. I want to ask you, how did you find the Helix? what's the question? How do I find the Helix, or how did I got introduced to the Helix? Hey, hi Todd. Hi y'all. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah, all right. No, I couldn't find no grit, so yeah, just whiskey. I'm not gonna drink tonight, you know. I still have my tumbler here, so you know. Oh, you love bread? Good for you. High five. Right, Scooter. At least I have fellow bread lover, right? Ian, everything I own was one of the first songs I've ever learned. You know. Oh, thank you, thank you, Ian. Yeah, that was one of the first songs one of the first songs that I learned because it's so easy to play, right? And I always thought, you know, for the longest time that this was a love song until much later on, when I found out more about Bread and about David Gates, the story came out that, you know, he actually wrote it for his father, and I love the song even more. Yeah. Well. Oh, Jim. Oh no, Jim. All right, Jim, you subscribe to Ian. Great. So you're up to 102. Cool. You know what? You're gonna make it 103. I'm gonna subscribe to him too. Where's my browser? I can't find my browser. Where the heck is my browser? Where are you? Okay. Right, so I'm going to search for you, Ian. One second, guys. Found you. Okay. Oh well, you know, Edward, you get copyright strikes when you're doing covers, so you know I'm past that. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm getting nothing. You know, it just means I'm doing a cover version, so I'll get a little percentage out of it. But it's not about the money. The fact that I do all these covers because I love to do all these covers. I'm in the process of doing a cover, another cover, which I'm getting my other brother who stays in Beijing. To help me with the orchestration. So it's not going to be the live orchestration, but he's really good at, you know, at doing orchestration. And I'm doing this old song. I know some of you would know the song. I'm not going to let you guys know now, but yeah, I love that song a lot. It breaks my heart every time I sing it. And it used to be a favorite song of one of my producer friends who passed on a couple of years back. You know, it used to be one of his favorite songs. So, yep. Hi, Robert. How are you doing, Robert? Okay, British bands, yeah. No, Alan, I don't think some of them are pensioners because I still do believe that Rolling Stones are still working their bloody asses off and they're still earning good money. So, you know, they're not all pensioners. Just imagine, you know, so I look at them and I'm going like, good Lord, they were like, filled up with drugs, you know, back in the heydays, and now they're in the 70s and they're still rocking. Hey, you know, remember what they talk about drugs and all that. And then there's this other thing that goes on about they selling the souls to the devil. You know, and I look at them, I'm going, my good Lord, you know, they're over 70 and they're still rocking. They're still rocking like, you know, like they were rocking, you know, years before. So it's really incredible, Rolling Stones. Todd, hey John, will oiling down the neck of my classical guitar help limit those high-pitched fret sound? Well, the high-pitched fret sound comes from your strings. So it's nothing to do with your fret or your neck. It's nothing to do with your neck, especially your neck. It's because of your strings. So, it's a technique, you know, the way you know, I used to have the squeaks all the time until I started recording acoustic guitars, you know, in the studios, and I found out that, oh man, all these squeaks are not acceptable in the recording. So I learned how to kind of like get them get my chords and the lines I'm playing in a way that is clean, so that when I'm going down or going up, I don't have squeaks, stuff like that. So it's your playing. It's the way you hold on to the notes and chords. So yeah, something to look at. Okay, just a nice shout out. There is a super chat. So in case you guys want to buy me a coffee, feel free to go ahead. It's okay, no obligations here. Okay, so what is this? Ian. Well, that's the way it is. Like, if you're doing a cover version, I spoke about this with Tony Francis, and I know where he'll pop by later on. Addicted to Gear, and we're talking about this at length. And that's the way YouTube is, the music publishers, or they're into this, so they have bots, all around. So every time they pick up a song that fits their algorithm and the triggers, oh, this is the cover, or whether this is original. When you're doing a solo of an original take, you're not going to get any monetization at all. If you're doing a cover, you still get, it's not a copyright strike. It's just to tell you that you're doing a cover, so that the music publishers will have a cut of the monetization. That's basically it. So that's the way it's for years, ever since. Well, not for years. I mean, just for recently. When I first started the channel, it was already like that. So, But like I said, a lot of us do covers not because of the monetization. A lot of us do covers because we love the songs. Todd, okay, okay. Hi, Albert Fred. Anyone here like? I love Def Leppard. Yeah, I love the song "Pour Some Sugar on Me." Yeah, that used to be one of the favorite songs in the band when we were playing. Yeah, it used to be like one of the go-to songs every time we were in the club. Robert Clark, how has that Harley Benton Pro Series T been? I have one coming. Oh, great for you. Good for you, Robert. That guitar still remains one of my favorite Harley Benton guitars. It's still up here and within easy reach. So yep, still fine. Still changing strings, so that's a good sign. If I change strings on a guitar, on a particular guitar, means that the guitar is been rendered TLC. So it's all good. Thank you, Edward, for the coffee. What is this? Hello, Mr. Connolly. How are you? John Salton. How are you? Hi. How are you? Yeah, welcome to the channel. We got a great bunch of people here, so feel free to mingle around. Robert Clark. Your favorite Roger Waters, David Gilmour, Nick Masons of Ford. Yeah, they're still active. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are still active. The Rolling Stones could not have possibly taken all the drugs they say they took. It would have ruined them a long time. You think so? I don't know. I've seen the earlier videos of the Rolling Stones, and it looked like they've taken quite a lot. But I don't know. Everybody's private lives, what they do privately, we don't know the full picture, right? I was in a cover band in the 80s, and we played tons of Def Leppard. Yeah. The thing about Def Leppard that blows me away was the drummer. He was one-handed, right? And there was this one video I saw, a music video where they hung him upside down, and then he was in a drum cage, and that thing kind of like oscillate. It's pretty cool. There was one part he was playing, and then his hair was like this way down because he was upside down. That was pretty awesome. Hi, Cliff Alderman. Do you personally buy and own all the guitars you receive? And no, Cliff. The earlier stuff that I did from Harley Benton, yeah, those guitars I bought. And I think it started with the the Fusion Pro TT, Fusion Pro T. That was sent to me from Harley Benton for review. So yeah, that's about it. Most of the guitars that you see from G&Ls, these are from City Music, which passed me the guitars for reviews. I bought 2 of them, and the Martins too, right? So they're also from City Music, and I bought 2 of them. Yeah, so I tend to buy the ones that I like, and some of the guitars are just too rich for me, especially for the PRSs. They're just way over my budget. All right, Todd. High quality nylon string will help. Who was asking that question? Was it you, Todd, or someone else? Let me see now. Let me just go back. Hey, hi Sam. Sorry, I missed you out. I didn't see your. Oh, hi David. David Zamperi is here. Okay, I miss you guys. Oh, I miss the questions that you guys post. Okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit. So, okay, Todd. Todd. Yeah, you're right. You get a good quality string. This is the one that I use. Right. So this is from, where's this from? Early Balls, black and silver. So the strings are black in color, which I like. Yeah. So you might want to try this. Okay. So I'm going back a couple of ways back. Okay. So. David, you asked me, hi John, which neck is the thinnest between the TE30 and TE70 Paisley? Oh wow, if I can recollect properly, they are about the same, if I'm not mistaken. I know the TE70 is a bit huge, but I think about the same. They are about the same. You might want to check out the Thomann website and find out what's the shape of the TE30 as opposed to the TE70. If they're the same shape, then you probably have the same thickness. But if it's a different shape, then probably that will be different. I'm sorry, I couldn't help you because it's a long time ago since I played, since I last reviewed the TE30, which is not mine. The TE70 is mine. Breeze, Breeze. Hi, how are you? Yes, you too. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. How are you doing? You doing good? And that's another question I missed out. Hi Sam. Sam George. Hey John, when you solo, do you improvise on the overall scale or you soloing on chord by chord? I don't do that. I don't when I'm doing a solo, I don't normally do like see it a key of G. If an A minor 7 is coming up, I just don't think about an A7, A minor 7. What I do think about is that when I'm soloing in the key of G, like, let me show you just a little bit, just a mini lesson to get by. Hope you guys can hear the guitar. Like for example, in G, right? And if you're doing like a G major scale, and then I'm going to A minor 7. Now, and when I'm hitting the A minor 7, I don't even think about the A minor, so I'm still going. And then if you go to C, it's still within because all these notes are still within the G major scale. What I do note for is sometimes when you're going, and then sometimes when you go to a G11, I go, I'll hit the F note because it's, Or in this case, I'm actually playing an F major 7 over G, so I will hit the E note instead of the F. But I could hit the F too, because I have the F here, right? So, or it works. So I guess the trick, well not the trick, the thing is that you need to know when you're soloing, is there any out of the system chord, like something that is not within the scale of the key. Sometimes you go the key of G. Sometimes you have a C minor there, or even a G minor or stuff like that. So you you have to pay extra attention to, yeah, something to think about. Not necessarily a critical thing to think about, the chords, but it's good, because what I used to do when I was first starting out, when I was jamming along, I don't know nothing. I just play the key, like in a G, and then sometimes you get groups like Yes, they come out with one freaky chord, and I go freak out. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this? And then as I listen to the chords, okay, I can actually reach out to this. Like, if I'm in a key of G and they hit a G minor somewhere, I can just hit a B flat and I'm fine, because B flat is part of G minor. So, or I just stay safe and just hit the D or the G note and I'm safe. But if you want your solo to be of a certain flavor, like, something that sticks out really melodiously to your ears and to your emotion, then you might want to take a look at the chords that you're using, especially like I said, out of the system chord, like out of the norm chords from the major scale that you're playing in at. I hope this helped. I hope I'm not confusing you. Oh, okay. So yes, Chris, I thought my IG handle. Oh, okay. So wait, have I done everybody yet? Like, have I answered everybody's question yet? Okay, Guraf, did I like? Oh, I love the Helix. Helix is something that before the Helix, I was using the other Line 6 stuff. I was using the XT Pro Live, and then I was using the X3, and I missed out the other HD 500. I just wasn't interested in that. I was waiting for the Helix to kind of drop its price, and then later I got, like you, I got a Helix LT, but the Helix LT gave up on me because of the pedal. The LT had a problem with the pedal, so mine was one of those that was faulty. So Line 6 was really good to send me a replacement, and they actually replaced it with a full-blown Helix. So I'm pretty thankful for them. Great customer support. They have, and they actually FedEx to me because I was about to go on a tour, so they know it was urgent. And yeah. All right, Jim, what's my favorite whiskey of choice? You know what? I've started this what's this brand? Oh man, I forgot the brand. See, I've been drinking too much. I just bought this new rye whiskey, which I was toasting you guys on Father's Day. What's that brand? I forgot. Yeah. Anyway, I was so zonked out today because I was doing a whole lot of stuff today. Yeah. I mean, I don't like all these normal brands. Like, I like Monkey Shoulders though. I think they're pretty fine. And what's that? Oh man. Hang on a second. I'll let you know. I love whiskey. I love. I don't drink like a whole lot, like binge drinking. I just love to sip and just have some. Yeah, it's always good to kind of like have some whiskey before I go to sleep. Let's see now. Where's this guy? He was actually my worship pastor. He saw me doing. Posting this. This picture of the whiskeys that I have, and he says, "Oh, this is one of my favorite." And I go like, "What? You're a pastor. You're not supposed to drink whiskey." But all right, here you go. Maker's Mark. Yeah, I like Maker's Mark. I always forget the name. All right, so okay. Carry on with all these questions. Ian, do you hear the blues version of Amazing Grace? Okay, I will. Yeah, all right. Send me the link. Oh, Sam. Okay, I answered your question, right? I did, right? So I hope that helps. John Salton, where are you from, John? Yeah, you're right. I mean, drugs back then was so less serious than now. Do you know that in Singapore they'll strung you up if you're caught with a certain amount of drugs? You know, and we have a whole lot of people, um, yeah, being executed. You know. Okay, kind of missed one whole chunk of the questions here. Sorry, just let me just go right back. Okay. All right. Thank you, Edward. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, it's always good to be appreciated. You know, that's why I started a Patreon page, and I have a couple of guys who actually yeah who became my patrons. So I'm really thankful for them. It doesn't really you know, we're not like talking about a whole lot of money here. You know, sometimes we need new cables. You know, guitar strings. You know, and stuff like that to maintain this channel. So this little bit helps. You know. Paulo, why don't you like Harley Benton pickup system acoustic guitars? Because they don't sound good, Paulo. To me, right? To me, to it's my personal opinion. So I've always stressed that when it comes to acoustic guitar, because I play acoustic guitar, if it's live, you know, it's always the pickup system. If it's recording, you know, you will always mic the acoustic guitar, so it don't make any difference. But most of the time, when do you use your pickup system on an acoustic guitar? Live, right? So when you're playing live, for me, I want to get the optimal sound that I could get when I'm playing live. That's why I chose to have Bak system on my GS Mini. The GS Mini sound great with the Baks, you know, and I don't know. Maybe it's just the high timbre, you know, of the Bak system that gets my ear. But you know what? The system on this SC13, this Martin SC13, is something different. And if you were to check out the last review I did for this amp, this Udo, amp, it sounds actually pretty good. You know, with a little bit of tweaking. It's still not optimal, but you know, I can live with that. The Harley Benton guitars are, because of its price point, sometimes they have Fishman pickups, but these are all mostly on the medium to low range pickups, and yeah, just sound really plastic to me, you know. So again, you might be able to modify the tone a little bit through outboard gear, through pedals and stuff, and you know, you have those acoustic pedals. There's one from this company that does pedals. Yamaha has one, you know. Yeah, so you might just want to check them out and see how these pedals can help. But for me, you know, when I'm testing it at home, I've run through this guitar from Harley Benton directly to my Apollo Twin. It didn't sound good, so yep. Okay. Gotta do laundry, Edward. Okay. Thank you, Edward. Happy laundry. Happy laundering, whatever. Oh, all right, Scooter. You saw that, right? Yeah, that's a nice guitar. That's a really nice guitar. Although the fact is that I wasn't really comfortable playing on the neck, but when I look at the review, the guitar actually sounded good. You know, it sounded really good. It took a bit of effort to play it the way I want it, but it's probably because of me not getting used to the neck, right? It has a chunkier neck, something like my Tokai, a bit like my Tokai. But it's not about the neck. It's about maybe the fretboard materials and stuff like that. It has ebony fretboard, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so Guraf, who is my favorite guitar player of all time? It has to be Jay Graydon, Steve Lukather, Dan Huff. Yeah, these three cats all together. And Larry Carlton. Yeah, the great Larry Carlton. Yeah, I mean, how can we have like just one favorite guitar player? If you just listen to one guitar player, then you're just wow, you just shortchanging yourself, because there's a whole lot of guitarists out there with many different styles that can be a good influence for you, influence to you in your playing. So don't yeah. Dom, yes, Dom. What's your question? I have a PRS C24 from Davis Guitar. I think it's a very nice guitar, and the price is not too extravagant, $2,000. Yeah, that's the thing about the PRS. They cost a whole lot, and even for the SE, like the one that I reviewed, it's about what, 2003, if I'm not mistaken. I could probably get less. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but still 2,000 over, right? So for me, would I justify paying that money, for a PRS, even though it's all nice and done? If I like the guitar, I will probably buy it. Yeah, that's the point about PRS guitars. Just what I find is that they're a bit overpriced. But if you have the means, go for it. Right, Edward? Ciao. I'm going to get Edward as my manager. He's a man. Hi, Kim. How are you? Oh, wait. Olaf. Kim is from Holland, too. Yeah. Alessandro, if you can only bring 100 songs, then you have a very small phone or a very small iPod. I always wondered. I don't spend a lot of time wondering about this. COVID-19, this pandemic, got me thinking about a whole lot of stuff. What happened if the worst scenario happens and the world is mostly wiped out by the pandemic? How would it be? Where would the bands be? What would music be in our life? Will we be devoid of music because everybody is like gone? That's a scary thought. And yeah. So I guess I just don't want to think about it, because it doesn't bring my mood up. It doesn't cheer me up. So I just stopped doing that. Paulo, I have replied to you, no? Oh, the Harley Benton ones. Yeah, the Harley Benton ones on the pickup system is just the same. They don't really sound good. But like I said, it's my opinion. So if you have a different opinion, fine. If you think they sound good, then it's good. It's you who's playing it. Not me. I play it and I didn't like it. So that's my opinion. Oh, Almut, you're what? Whiskey in a jarro. Hmm. That's nice. That's interesting. Breeze are doing good. I just finished putting together, wow, a 1959 Fender Stratocaster Blackie hot rod and got the neck refretted. Oh, wow. And you had it plaque. Cool. Well, I'm excited for you. It's like, it's all done? It's all finished? Oh, Todd, really? Boone's Farm. That's nice. Hmm. What is it? What is it? It's not whiskey, right? So, Scooter, you have a Harley Benton DC Junior as your go-to guitar? Wow. I've seen the DC Junior, but yeah, it didn't really appeal to me. To me again, I've actually requested a couple of guitars from Harley Benton, so I'm still waiting. I think they started to ship to Singapore, so I'm just waiting for the guitars to come, if they ever come. You know. I think this whole COVID-19 has hit the store Toman. I'm sure it affects the businesses, especially when the delivery couriers cannot deliver to certain countries. Or Paulo, the Harley Benton guitars are basically made in a couple of countries only. They are made in Vietnam, China, Indonesia. Right. Some of them are made in Indonesia. In fact, the Fusion Pros, most of the Fusion Pro guitars were made in Malaysia. The TE70 and some of the TE30s, they were made in China. Then you had the CSTs, the CST 24s and 24Ts, and the one with the semi-solid. Those are made in Vietnam. But sometimes they switch factories around. So nowadays, lately I've seen Sonic guitars, the new ones. They don't even state where it's made. So yeah. So if they don't let you know, you probably would not be able to find out unless you email them and find out from them. Hi, Mac65. Where are you from, Mac65? Is this your first time here? If it is, welcome. Who's my favorite singer? My favorite singer has to be Rod Stewart. Incredible singer. He was so pitch perfect, and every nuances that he makes, it's all precise, and I had to tip my head off to him. He's a great singer. Most of my singers are my favorite singers are actually female. Olivia Newton-John, like I said before. What a babe, and John Farnham is another one. I love his voice, the Australian John Farnham. There's this guy, I know whether you guys who are from England will probably know him, Chris Thompson. Have you heard of him? Chris Thompson used to be from Manfred Mann's Earth Band. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce. That guy? I love his voice. I absolutely love his voice, And he'll be able to hit the high pitch like nothing, So, and he's got this timbre about him, like it's real pop, real easy to listen to, and I just love his voice. Well, other than that, the rest of the singers that I love are mostly other people's favorite, like Freddie Mercury. For a while, I actually loved Elton John singing when he was way younger. We're talking about Beck as in this album of Goodbye to Brick Road and the Piano Man, and the Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, or Captain Fantastic. Those were his heydays. He actually sounded really good, his vocals. Yep. The PRS SE24 is at, wow, that's $599. That's pretty cheap. That's a good price. What scooter is this in Arizona? Yeah, Chris, since you tested and reviewed the Ampero, it would be cool if you can review side by side with the Moore G. No, it will not happen, Chris, because I don't have the Ampero with me anymore, right? And I have no way of getting the GE250 anyway. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad, actually, Alan. If it's around 475 pounds or $600 US, it's not that bad. But if it's gonna be like $2,000 in Singapore, that's way too expensive. All right. If the pandemic ended civilization, have you ever seen the? Oh yeah, I saw it. The Postman. It has a great cameo from Tom Petty. That's where the musician should be striking survive as usual. Oh yeah. Postman was actually quite a good movie. You know what? I love Kevin Costner. Kill me, right? But I actually like him. I like the way he is. His screen presence. But his earlier movies, there's some flops. But for the most part, I love his screen presence. I think he's great. Wow, that's me. Okay, Paulo. Got you. I hear you. Okay, so yeah. So hey Dom, so why is the SE $2,000? When you just mentioned that $2,000, what is that, Dom Choi? Minuano, okay, how are you? Was really impressed with the Yamaha Pacifica 612 review you did. What other guitars would you compare it to? I don't know. Just let me kind of like refresh my memory a little bit. You're talking about the 612, right? Let me just take a look at it. I'm sorry, guys. I reviewed so many guitars that sometimes it'll take a while for me to kind of like know which guitar was it, and then I will kind of like recall how it was when I was playing it. It's a way back. No, it's not that far back. Oh, I don't see it. I'm seeing it now. Okay. All right. Okay, I found it. The 612. Okay. I could probably like compare this with the GNL Legacy. The GNL Legacy Tribute, right? And they're pretty well. I mean, they're pretty comparable, both of them. The only thing that is different is probably the pickups from the GNL, which for me just sounded better. So, yeah. I mean, the 612 isn't that bad a guitar. It's actually quite good. But given a choice, I would go for the Tribute. 'cause I love the dual fulcrum bridge, and I'm a GNL fanboy, so that's that's me. Yeah. Alessandro, you watched 20 Days After. It's such a depressing movie, right? So what you Todd? You watched 12 Monkeys? You the movie, right? I presume it was the movie. There is a series, right? You know that there's a series called the same storyline, 12 Monkeys. Um, I'm sorry, but this lag on the web. I'm on the chat page because out of nowhere I've seen a whole lot of stuff coming out. So I gotta go back. Sometimes I don't like missing some of the chats, some of the questions that you guys post. It'll be terribly rude of me, right? Okay. Do the button card. Yeah, great guitarist. Um, Favorite singer, Al Green. You can't not go wrong with Al Green. Yep, smooth as silk. Yeah, but I know Todd. Which guitarist doesn't dream of having that female singer with an angelic voice? But Olivia Newton-John is something else. Oh man, used to have a crush on her. Still do. Styx, Madame Blue. Okay, I hear you, Robert. I love Styx. Dennis DeYoung, even Tommy Shore's vocal. I used to love Tommy Shore's singing. Way more than I like Dennis DeYoung. And in a way, I prefer Tommy Shore's guitar playing than the other guy. What's this guy name? The other guitarist. It's more melodic. And yes, Ian, Chris Thompson has a great voice, and it's a great guitar player too. That's the thing, you know. Hi, Dennis. How are you? Yeah, it's like been 2 weeks. It's just okay. I think I'd rather do it a fortnight. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, or so they say. But after like 2 weeks of not having a live stream, I finally found out I had a problem with my video capture card. I don't know. I hope it's not a problem with the video capture card. I couldn't get my DSLR to work. I'll figure it out later on. Hi, Nicholas. Hey, my man. I love your channel. Great content. Do you think an Ibanez RGRT 421 is a good Bones guitar to build off of? I have no idea, man. I haven't played on Ibanez since 1989. No, 1991. Yeah, that was the last time I played on the Ibanez guitar. So I'm sorry I couldn't help you here. Yep. Yes, Dennis. You saw me back in church recently. Are you working again? No, I don't work in church. I kind of like was involved in the worship team because we have like live, well, not real, tape broadcast of church service every week. So when Singapore kind of like opened up a little bit, so that we are allowed like 10 people in a venue to tape worship sessions and stuff like that. So we decided to do it. So like I said earlier on, that we only have a 5-piece band and a maximum of 10 people in the room, because those guys would be the sound crew or the lighting crew or the camera crew, and with the band, and that's about it. So it was great fun. Playing together after so many months is such joy. Yeah, it was fun. Really? Dumb? Okay. Yeah, I remember it's not that expensive. There's certain guitars from PRS SE, which Davis told me, which is not that expensive. So I'm looking for those ranges of guitar to review, because these are more affordable ones. Even though they're probably made in China or made in Indonesia, don't matter if they're made in countries like that, as long as they're the workmanship and everything is good. I read at the back of the headstock, it says they were making cord in a cord factory in China. So, you know. Yep. Mm. And I just heard British Airways. Yeah, I heard about British Airways is gone. That's a bloody shame. You know. Okay, Paula, but I doubt it, because it's one of the very those guitars that you don't see every day. So, yep. I heard Oscar Schmidt, but I think they're made in China, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Dom. The PRSSE is made in China. CE is made in US. So it sits between. Yeah. So yeah, Jeanette was talking to me about the S2. So she's passing me the S2 once their stock comes in. That'll be interesting, because it's made in US and it's not as expensive as I thought it would be. So I guess PRS is kind of wising up to the fact that there's this whole chunk of clientele that they missed out because they were pricing the guitars way out over budget. Just like Sir guitars. Sir guitars are really expensive. Yes, Dennis is okay. It's crazy in America these days, but so far okay. Still healthy, just getting old. You take care of yourself, Dennis. Things are really crazy in America. Like, I've been watching the news, and I've been following what's happening over there. It's getting, yeah. So I just hope you just stay safe. Yes, Alexandra, you have a wonderful job. And I would love to visit you and your business and your farm, if I can. Yeah, it's so nice. The countryside of Italy is really nice. Yes, Dom, those are the ones that is way out of budget for me. So, and that's the reason why I have good friends who can afford those. I'll lend it. I'll just borrow it for a couple of days to do some reviews. Hmm. Yes, Breeze, you're right. James Young. Yeah, I prefer Tommy Shaw's playing than James Young, but that's me. But James Young has a really good tone when it comes to more raunchier stuff. Tommy Shaw has a better tone for the ballads and stuff like that. So yeah. Gurav, we'll see. I'll see where I can get my hands. My other guitarist in this band that I tour with has the Factual 8X9, no mistaken. Now it's called 8X9, and yeah. So we'll see how it goes. It's so sweet of you, Alan. It's so sweet of you. Yeah, I mean, like, I've been like really busy this whole 2 weeks. I had sessions, I had work, and a whole lot of stuff. I'm just trying to keep myself busy because once if I kind of like slow down, then it's not good. especially right now when you know there's a whole lot of stuff going on around the world. I just don't want to be caught up in all those depressing news and stuff like that down here. So, but in the same time, I want to catch up with the world and see what's happening. Especially some of you guys are staying over in the States, some of you guys are in Europe, you know, and I just want to know what's happening over there, you know, and if need be, say a silent prayer for you guys, you know, or say a prayer for you guys. But I just don't want to be like not doing anything. You know, once I stop doing things, then my mind will start to wander, and it's not good. Been there, done that, you know. Yeah. I saw snippets of it. Um, I've seen the videos where Tommy Shaw has undergone various changes through plastic surgery, and Dennis DeYoung apparently did not, and he still looks good. So, and Dennis DeYoung has his own band right now, and they're doing mostly stick songs. And he had a guitarist that looks like Tommy Shaw, even sound like him. So it's really uncanny. You know, Dennis DeYoung should just go back to I don't know. Stick should just ask Dennis DeYoung to come back. You know, it's not the same without him. Okay, Dennis is the SC13 in the corners. All the reviews looks out good. Oh yeah, it's great. You know, if I have the money, I would buy this in a heartbeat. Well, I have the money, but I just don't want to spend it unless I get rid of my GS Mini, which is just gonna be hard. But since I have the GS Mini, you know, and I'm using it for my live shows, I would love to use this guitar for my live show. It plays really well. I don't know, maybe in time to come I'll probably get this, you know, and see how it goes, see how the work situation is, you know. All right. Ian is a trooper. Yeah, I respect him for what he's able to do even now in the situation. He's still able to to keep his head up, and my hat's off to you, Ian. Hi, Robert Cara. You got both your PRS-24 SE for 600 US, Korean made, sound better than the Indu. Alright, yeah. I believe that. You like Jackson's? Oh, I haven't heard of Jackson's guitar since the longest time. They used to be pretty hot at one time, you know. Ah, okay. So you work in it. It's okay, Alessandro. I can still visit you. Ah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things you can do on a Saturday afternoon rather than to get all these negative things coming in from the TV or from the radio. You know, I'd rather do something else. Ah, Breeze, yes. Check out New Sean's black and white videos of Journey Through Times. There's 24 and the Black Magic Woman. Wow, cool. Okay, I'll check it out. Hey, Ian, eh, don't don't let this thing get you down because I had a friend who has Parkinson. Yeah, I can empathize with you, not all the way because that would be a lie, but I'm just so thankful that you're up and about and you're still able to encourage people with your with your, with your character, the way you are, your demeanor, and there's something different, and not a lot of people are able to do that. So I'm just praying that you get a transplant done in time, as fast as possible, and with the least side effects or anything like that. And yeah, we'll just keep on praying. I'll just keep on praying for you, brother. Yeah, and Sandro, you're right. He's always like, very concerned about other people. So, there's something about him. Go right ahead, Tart. Go right ahead. Okay, Dennis, you put the roller bridges on your Les Paul kit. It raised the action a bit, but actually helps intonation and playability. Still broke a string last night though. You're a rocker. Mariano, appreciate what you do. Agreed about the big bucks guitar. Manufacturing guitar has gone way up. Get a lot of guitar for your money today. Love the 700, 1000 range. Keep up the great one. Thank you, Mariano. Okay, Nicholas, no worries with the Ibanez question. Maybe a more general question. I typically only play with the bridge pickup. Do you think that removing my neck pickup may increase sustain? No, it would not. Unless you have a guitar that doesn't have a routing for your neck pickup, meaning it's all flush, or you find it doesn't work. I was thinking of like getting a luthier to kind of fill up that hole. You can probably cover up with a pick guard, but it doesn't really increase any sustain if you remove the neck pickup. And in any case, why remove the neck pickup? It's always good to have options. Sometimes the neck pickup will come in handy. One of the best guitar brands, Paulo? There's no straight answer to that, because you have the famous brands, or the more popular brands like Fender and Gibsons, and then you have the more affordable ones, like Harley Bentons and some of the guitars that you just mentioned, Oscar Smith, and then you have the PRS SE. So there's a whole lot of ranges. So there's no sure way to find out which is the best quality for the money, because every guitar is different. Yeah. So my take is that if you have the ability, you have the opportunity to go down and try those guitars, that would be the best, because that's the only way you can find out for sure whether these guitars are good or not. For me, me and my friend Jeffrey, we took a chance in ordering all these Harley Benton guitars from Thomann in the earlier days. And for me, it was like a breath of fresh air to know that, oh, wow, these guitars are really well made, and they're so affordable. Like, I was paying like $300 for the TE70, maybe less than that, Singapore dollars. And even for the Fusion Pro, I was paying like $500 for Singapore dollars. So, and the quality that I see before me was like, whoa, this is like, it should cost more than $500, but it does not. So once in a while you get models like this, and you go, oh, but then again, I had to play it myself to know what it's all about. So a question posed like this, it's a very generic question. So there's no sure way to find out, what is the right thing to do, or what's the right guitar to buy. You said it, Ian. Yeah. Hi, Mark Sanford from Southern California. Are you guys okay? Are you guys doing okay in California? I choose pepperoni. Again, you're making me hungry. Thank you for dropping by and making me hungry. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So, all right, Paulo, I hear you. You just want to know there's a more consistent brand in terms of price, honesty for what you are buying. I guess Fender is pretty safe now. G&L is pretty safe too. So these are two brands that I think are pretty stable in the quality control. Gibson, I'm not so sure, especially these few days. I mean, these few years. Um, yeah, yeah, just Fender, maybe Fenders and G&Ls. What else can I think of? The Ibanez guitars, I don't know. Ibanez guitars seems to be pretty popular. So I don't know about, because I don't play Ibanez guitars, so I wouldn't know. So maybe some of you guys do would know. We'll try and answer you. Yeah, side order of chips. Chips doesn't go well with pizza. It only goes with fish and chips, right? No worries, Paulo. Yeah, I just discovered that I just hit 14,000 subscribers a couple of days ago. Yeah, I want to thank you guys. Yeah, it's a real encouragement to me to know that that I hit that number, and without you guys, I don't know how whether this channel can go on. So again, thank you guys for your support, and thank you Moniano for your $2. Yeah, thank you for the coffee. Yeah, chips goes with everything. uh, chips goes with everything. I love chips. In fact, I'm a little bit famished, But I have my my pork jerky. In case you haven't heard of that, well, Dominic would probably know. Dom Choi is from Singapore, so you probably know what I'm talking. Bak Kwa, we call it it's like a jerky, like a beef jerky, but it's pork, and it's really tasty, but it's really bad, health wise, because there's a whole lot of oil, a whole lot of fat, a whole lot of sugar, a whole lot of everything. And that's what makes it so good. Anyway, all right, Long Beach is just next door. Okay, which is next door, has some issues, and LA, which is 25 miles from here, had a lot of problems, but they always have. Thankfully, okay. Yep, I've heard that the infection rate has gone up, right? So especially in California, the state of California, the infection rate has gone up. So that's a bit worrying. I have a couple of my godson and my two goddaughters are staying in the LA area, so they're in Arcadia, Arcadia area, and yeah, we're just worried for them. Alan, chips go with everything, even a Mars bar in better. Oh man, ew. All right, Dennis, I have an Ibanez banjo. Ibanez banjo, wow. That's the first time I heard of an Ibanez banjo. Is it well made and plays well and looks beautiful? Ever played on an Ibanez guitar yet? Hey, Dennis, you gotta take a picture of that. I want to see how the Ibanez banjo look like. Paulo, do I play 12? Yes, I do. I have a 12-string guitar somewhere there, and I believe it's a. What is it? It's an old American brand. Good Lord. See, I forgot the name. Yeah. But it's Korean made. It's an American brand, but it's Korean made. It's been around for years. Yeah, it plays well. Sounds good. Yeah. I was tempted to buy the Martin 12-string, which I reviewed. But yeah, in the end, I didn't think it was necessary, so I just kept, just stuck with my old 12-string. Cheese pepperoni. I miss jamming with friends in SG. Hope COVID goes away soon. Well, you can actually jam with them right now, can't you? Cheese. You are in Singapore, right? Not mistaken. I just did like I was telling those guys, I just did a worship session with my worship team on Thursday. Yeah, as long as it's, you can go to a rehearsal studio and do all that, but without no singing, with no singing at all. So you can't sing, you gotta wear a mask, because there's CCTV. Yeah, you can do that if you're in Singapore. The more stuff is bad for you, the better it tastes. Well, I'm gonna show you how I look like. You wanna see how I look like? It's pretty awesome, pretty neat. Right, so this is how this pork jerky looks like. Can you see this? Right, so it comes in a big square slice, so they will kind of barbecue this over fire for the longest time, and they'll put like, our seasoning and stuff on it, and there's some like charred bits over here and there, so that's what makes it so bad. And it's really oily, but very tasty. I'm hooked on this. Once I start on this, I couldn't stop. And that's bad. And they're not cheap. Okay. Anyway. See, Dominic agrees with me. It's called Bak Kwa. Right? It's almost like bacon, but it's not. It's sliced beef. Sliced pork. So it's barbecued to a teeth, and it's really easy to bite and chew on. So it's pretty great. They have the bacon ones too, and those are really good. Really simple. Mark, the more testing they do, the more they will find. Arcadia is east of LA in the San Gabriel. That's right. And the thing about testing is that once you get tested, you know that you either you have the virus or not. If you have the virus, you got to quarantine yourself at home and not spread the virus to anyone else. The problem is that a lot of people, even though they know they have the virus, they're still going out. They're transmitting the virus anywhere, and some of them just refuse to get tested. And a lot of them are asymptomatic, so they can go around without any fever, without anything, and people would not know. And how it is with masks in America. I don't know why people just refuse to wear masks in America, and the infection rate will just go up. Well, in Singapore, as I step out of my house, everybody's wearing masks. So Dominic stays in Singapore with me, so he can testify to that. And we wear masks everywhere. Even when we sit down for a coffee, we'll still wear our mask, and we only take it off when we're drinking or sipping our coffee in a coffee shop, like Starbucks, right? The only time we don't wear masks is when we're eating a meal. So after we finish our meal, we're supposed to put on our mask and have a conversation with the other party, and we are able to have like 5 in a party, so we can have like our family eating together. So that's pretty cool. But that's because the local transmission rate has gone down, really gone down drastically. In fact, it's averaging like 4 to 5, even less sometimes. And that's because everybody decided to kind of like play it safe and just wear a mask. The problem is that a lot of people overseas, and I'm not just talking about the States, they just refuse to wear a mask, and I don't understand. For the life of me, I don't understand why is it so hard to wear a mask. That's so good. Anyway, Alessandro, I've been to Torino. I told you before, right? Torino. I love the countryside. It's really nice. Bella. And the people there are really nice people too. And you have very nice hills, as you climb up. It's beautiful. So Paulo, you're from Lisbon, Portugal. It's another place I want to visit. Actually, Portugal and Spain. I kept on looking at my DSLR because I was thinking that it's still working, so I forgot I'm still using the webcam. Haggis and blood and black pudding. Oh, that sounds so good. Good to know, Scooter. So your wife is from Acadia. All right, please. Yeah, I mean, there's many variations of bacon. I know the Americans like them to be like real crispy, right? For me, I love them to be not that crispy. So I don't know how the British liked it. Mine is like kind of wimpy, the bacon that I like is not cooked overly cooked. You still have the texture. And you know what is a great bacon breakfast meal for me is bacon done like that, with eggs sunny side up and a touch of lemon or lime. Oh. Dennis, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they have it in America. I know that this company that does this have branches in China. It's a Singaporean company, but they have branches in China, and even in Hong Kong and in Southeast Asia. But I haven't seen any of the branches in America. So. Gnocchi. Your daughter is cooking gnocchi for her dinner tonight. Oh, cool. Nice. Sorry, cheese. Sorry. Just got way late by food. What DAW do you use for recording, and how do you match your audio and video? Do you just edit it? I use a digital performer from Mo2. Sorry. Then I use a video editing software called Resolve by DaVinci, and kind of match the audio and the video, because when you're shooting video, there's always an audio signal that comes with it. So all you need to do is just match up the two audio signal, and you're done. Yeah. Good for you, Dennis. High five. You're one of those who are the smart ones. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wearing a mask, and I don't see why certain people are so stubborn about not wearing a mask, you know. And yeah, I don't want to go there, but you know. What is it, Alessandro? I'll wait you again. I'll show you something other. What do you want to show me? Yes, Paulo, you're not wrong. Singapore is one of the most expensive country in the world, and we didn't even know how it got to be that expensive. We were just so used to living, you know, day by day. But it's like this, you know. Once you're living in Singapore, you know, you just kind of like lost all feeling about it, and just got used to it. It's only when I started traveling, like you know, when you start traveling and you go on to places like the States or even England, which was one of the most expensive places on earth, you find out, hey, why is everything like you know so affordable? And you kind of, oh, okay, that's because our cost of living has gone up, has gone drastically way up. So yeah. Scooter. As far as classical guitars are concerned, I think Cordoba is a good brand. Never heard them. I was actually in the market. Was searching for a good classical guitar to record on, like you know, to mic out. I was contemplating again some Yamaha guitars, which I'll probably go shopping, you know, once things get back to normal, which I can probably do right now. And I know people in Yamaha, so I can probably get a good price, but you have to waste like a couple of hours in the afternoon to just go down and test it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, Dom. You take care. Mark, what, balut? No, I'm not Filipino. Filipino will eat balut, you know. Chris, I don't know whether he's still here. He's from the Philippines. Yeah, you're right. Cheese pepperoni is right. You can still get a decent meal with relatively cheap price in Singapore. Yeah, we're talking about expensive places like you know those restaurants. You know, certain restaurants, certain places that you know, are popular, but you know they charge a whole lot because of the locality, because they're based mostly in the malls, and the rental in the malls are crazy, and that's the reason why they charge so expensive, you know, for a meal. And of course, you're talking about Starbucks, you know, coffee for $6.50 or $7 is it's a normal thing. I can get decent coffee for a buck, about 20, about 50. Yeah. Dennis, my wife likes crispy, almost burnt bacon, but I like mine more chewy too. In fact, I love Joel bacon. Wow. All right. The real, huh. That, yeah, you're talking about it. That's right. The real thick and tasty kind. Yep. I love those too. Apollo, it's what? It's about 2 a.m. Yeah, it's about 2 a.m. in the morning. Wow. Alessandro. Right, beef jerky. Italiano. Oh, teriyaki style. Japanese style. Okay. No, Alan. As a matter of fact, I've gone back to my usual time schedule. You know, for the longest time, for about 2 weeks from now. Ever since I stopped, ever since I had the last stream, my sleeping habits has gone back to normal. So I usually sleep around about 2:30 a.m. and I wake up like maybe about 10 or 9. You know, I used to sleep like 7 a.m. in the morning and I wake up about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So I kind of gone back to the norm. I just hope that I can sleep right after the stream. No, Jadis, I'm not. Back in America, is that they're supposed to send me some acoustics. You know, they have those ones with a self-amplified reverb thing going on. You know, like the ones that they're advertising right now on Facebook a whole lot. But those are not from Yamaha. Yamaha have their own versions. They're supposed to send me one of those for review, but I guess after the COVID, everything just kind of took a back seat. I would love to, Apollo. Maybe one day, if I do go out, I'll let you know. You could take me around town. Interesting. What is it called? Apollo is called Fado. Is that the way you pronounce it? Fado? Right, Breeze. You take care. Thank you. Good night, Bill. Now, yeah, since I know your name right now, okay. Hi, Uncanny Alaman. Hi. You recently bought a Yamaha GC332S. It's a build. Well, all right, I'll believe it. Yep. Yamaha makes really good, really nice acoustic guitars. Alessandro, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. Yes, buongiorno. It's morning. Or is it buonasera? Ah, it's buonasera for you. It's so great to see you guys, like, hanging out, talking among yourself. Sì, buonanotte. Yes. Scusi. Così stupido. Stupido. Yes, buonanotte. Sì, buonanotte. Oh, so I did pronounce it right, Fado. When you have the chance, please watch it. Marisa, David Letterson show. You can see the guitar. Okay, cool. Okay. I'll look out for it. Oh. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark, for that. You still need to tell me where I can get a PRS SE hollow body for $95. Like I said, you can get it over here, but then it'll cost a whole lot more if you get it sent to the States. So yeah, I just did a direct conversion from 1,003, not mistaken, Singapore dollars 1,003. So to make a direct conversion from there is 925 US approximately. Yeah. Aren't you able to get that? Like, how much? How much are they charging for that in the States? Alessandro, it would really be great to see you, to see you and to hug you. Yeah, you're a good fratello. So yeah, it'll be nice. I mean, thank you for introducing your family to me. You have a nice family, so it'll be good to see your family. Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe one day I'll go up to Torino again, and then we can catch up. Buenas noches. Right, Scooter. You take care. You have a good evening. Okay. Wow, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot expensive. It's like 1150. That's like what, a $300 difference? Is it $200 difference? Yeah, it's about $200 difference. Hmm. You want me to check, Mark? Do you want me to check whether they can send it to where you are? And I don't know whether it's worth your while to get it from here, because it is going around 925 US. But I don't know how much the freight charge is gonna be. So is that the best price that you can get over there, like from Sweetwater? How about Guitar Center? Do they even carry PRS, Mark? What? £899. Okay, Google. How much is £899 in Singapore dollars?
£899 is approximately 1,565 Singapore dollars and 68 cents.
Okay, that's like $200 more than it costs over here. All right, so
Can you confirm what you want?
no, it's okay. Thank you. I had a chance to play a TA Yamaha. I was very impressed with the sound, but the guitar I played didn't suit me actually. I'm sure you'll be fine with someone else. Like 3-chord necks. That's interesting. TA Yamaha. What's a TA Yamaha? Gotta find out what is this TA Yamaha. How does it look like? Maybe I tried one before. That's the one I was talking about. Is this the one where? Yeah, that's right. You have the built-in choruses and all that. That's what's the one I'm talking about. They're supposed to send me a one of these for review, which they never did. So I'm gonna chase them soon. It looks like an interesting guitar to review. You didn't like it? You didn't like it? Dennis didn't like it? Yeah, I think so too. I think it's pretty. Yeah, Alan Ian. I think it's pretty high. It's like almost 1,005 Singapore dollars here, which is like we can get it for 1,003. Yeah, all right, Mark. Good luck. You like the guitar? You really like the guitar? Like I said, earlier on, I had it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy guitar to play on. Seriously. But after watching the videos, of the review that I did, and hearing it, and it just sounded really good. It has a nice tone. Yeah, that was my experience. So I thought I'll share it here. Guitar is immaculately well made. I mean, there's no flaws in it whatsoever. Sometimes when you get even guitars from reputable brands that are made in Indonesia or China, you get like little paint chips and stuff like that. I don't see it in this SE hollow body, semi hollow. It's all very 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 well QC, in a way. All right, so it's from Anderton. You know what, Dennis? I think it's more like a novelty thing because, I mean, if I were to bring this guitar for the beach or even for church, for cell groups, small groups, with a built-in reverb and stuff like that, it might just work. But I don't think it's gonna work in a performance because I probably would not want a built-in reverb to be transmitted out to the main house because you have totally no control about how it would sound like outside. I'd rather have the soundman add in whatever he needs. Like sometimes a hall can be so big. Like I play like big arenas, and if you're gonna have reverb on your acoustic guitar, it's gonna like yeah, it's gonna get lost in the mix. Oh, wow. All right, Mark. You're a PRS fan. Uh, yeah. Okay. So I hope that you will find a good deal. There's two versions. There's one with a Pasio. So if you're looking for a Pasio version, you might just want to look for that instead. But like I said, I would try to find out for you whether Davis Singapore are able to ship to the States. Where you're at? Where are you at? I remember you told me at one time, Mark. Where are you at? Which state of America are you at? So just to remind you that take a look at the review for this amp. Yeah, interesting. I kind of like how it sounds like with the Martin. So that was an eye opener for me. It was a good review. I mean, I had fun playing with the amp, so check it out. What age were you when you started playing the guitar, Paulo? You're in California, and okay. Yeah, the shipping is about $100. It's still not worth your while. It'd be like $1,025, and then you run the risk of getting your guitar damaged, all the way there. So something to think about. I don't know. I could ask for you. I could just check out for you, and see how much does it cost. And coming back to you, Paulo, when I started playing guitar, I shared this story many times over in the live stream. I started playing guitar at maybe 14, 15 years old. Yeah, I wasn't good at it. I wanted to play and sing my favorite songs. Joined a couple of bands, young bands, before I went into the army. We had army at the age of 18. We were drafted in the army from 18 to 20. So by the time I got in the army, I have a group, and I still wasn't really good, but I tried. And then I started to improve a whole lot, and came out of the army. I worked in 2 companies for 3 years. And right after that, I decided to go full-time for music. So I went full-time. So yeah, there's looking back. So I started playing professionally at the age of 23. So it's been 37 years. Yeah, 37 years. And if you want to hear the full story about this, you should go to this video I did. Where I talk about how I started music as well as how I found God, how I found Jesus. So if you're not into the Jesus part, I'm nothing to say, but don't let it turn you away from the video, because basically the video tells of my journey through music and how God helped me in every step of the way. So I'm going to give you the link if you're interested. Where do you go? Can't find it. There you go. I see it. Alright. I'm giving you the link right now. So, yeah, Paulo, you can check it out when you're in your free time. Dennis, I love the fact that you were in the army. I wish we would be implementing the draft here in the States. I'm sure it was a very good experience for you. Well, yes and no, because we had. Oh yeah, I know. So you're the one who told me. All right, Paulo, I get you. So you want to tell me about the song "There's None Like You," right? Okay, coming back to you, Dennis. There's good and bad, because it kind of like honed me up to a point where I could take anything that the world has to offer me, like all the bad stuff. I know that I can, and I was a combat engineer, so know how combat engineers are. We build bridges, lay minefields and stuff like that. Those hard stuff that you grunts won't do, we do it. And I was a scout, so best of both worlds. Yeah, it made me tougher in a way. But I was thinking, like, guys with a weak constitution in the character might not be able to take it so good. Some may. We have cases of suicides during our army days. We hear stories of how recruits and guys couldn't take it and committed suicide and jumped off or hung themselves. So yeah, like I said, that's good and bad. I think generally it's good for the young people, because especially right now in Singapore, we have a whole lot of entitled youth, because parents are affluent. They have mates since they were young, mates who take care of them in their every need. So when they were put into the army, they had to fend for themselves, and a lot of them couldn't cut it. But the army today is so different from the army back then. We were used to be trained by Israelis. Soldiers, commanders trainers from Israel, and those guys are tough. They're really tough, and we bore the brunt of it. And yeah, so there it is. Mark, we had the draft here in the U.S., but did away in the mid-70s. Oh, you were drafted. That's because the Vietnam War was happening at the time. That's why we needed a draft. That's why you guys needed a draft. I'm glad that they don't have a draft anymore in the U.S. Alan, I've checked Andertons, as you say, they are sold out, but worth $7.99. A great buy for that price. Right? So you guys really like the guitar, did you? The semi-solid. Apparently, quite a lot of you are like taken by it. Krav Maga. No, we weren't taught that. We weren't taught Krav Maga. We were learning Taekwondo. How I wish we were taught Krav Maga back then. But I guess that back then, we were talking about back in 1980, 1978, 79. Back then, I don't think Krav Maga was developed into the martial arts that it is right now. I have a friend who's learning Krav Maga in Beijing, of all places. So yeah. Dennis, yes, I hit the nail. Entitled. We have a lot of that over the world these days, and not just kids either. Sometimes I think we have it too easy, and it's too easy to take for granted. You're right, definitely right. Ian, I think we should have a draft, but not military. More service to the community for 2 years. Well, every country has its own thing. Like Thailand has a draft, and you serve 2 years or so being a monk, and you do community work. But yeah, Thailand is a Buddhist country, so yeah, it makes sense. So. Oh, you mean they have one with a roasted maple neck? That would be more expensive if you have a roasted maple back. Yeah, if you have a roasted maple neck, it's going to be more expensive than what you thought it would be. Yeah. I'm curious, like in the UK, there's no more draft, right? And you guys done away with the draft system long time ago, if I'm not mistaken. Ian, Alan. It's awfully quiet. Everybody's falling asleep, I think. But it can't be. It's like real early for some of you guys here. Well, mine just lagged. You did? What do you do? I did that. Didn't mean to get away from music. Oh, okay. Elvis was drafted in the 50s. Ian, we did get rid of what we call national service way back, but we still can do voluntary work. But just not in the army, I guess, not in the military, right? Thank you for letting me know, Alan. So what's going to be in store in the coming weeks would be some Takamine guitars, acoustic guitars, as well as some PRS guitars. I'm just waiting for the next shipment of G&L guitars, and hopefully some guitars from Fender. All right, so yeah, we just have to wait and see. And I'm still trying to get that Vega Trem. I think I texted him, so I'm still waiting for his reply. I just can't wait to test out the Vega Trem for my white Fender Japan Strat, So I just missed. All right. Oh, okay. It's a service to others. All right, that's cool. It's your fault. We watch you eat, and then we ate, and now we're sleepy. Yeah, right. Hey, Gointer. How are you? Oh, it's okay. No worries. Yeah, we were all just hanging around, chilling. Nothing much. Miss you guys. It's been 2 weeks. So Dennis, are you like more or less retired? And Paulo, what do you work as? Oh, we have plenty of Fender guitars over here in Singapore, Alan. They are like the main thing, main staple, in most in this, well, one of the largest guitar franchise in Singapore. So, yep. They're running a stock in the UK. Shakespeare, are you waving goodbye? Or if you are, you take care. You have a good weekend. All right, Dennis. 2 years now, right? So how are you handling it? I mean, I told myself that I would not retire, that I would never retire, that if there's, as long as I'm able to play music and to do something, and that's the reason, part of the reason why I had this channel going, because I just want to do stuff even when people don't call me for any more gigs, and I pray that will not happen anytime soon. But I'm just prepared for the inevitable, because there are new players coming out every now and then, and the better players. So yeah, so I've seen how retirement can do to certain people, and I just don't want to do that. So I hope you have things going on, Dennis, in the spare time. What? Oh, okay. But you were here just now, Shakespeare. What? You're leaving again, or you left and then you came back? Okay. Uncanny Almond. Yes, hi. Really intrigued by Takamine. Look forward to that. Yeah. And they're supposed to send me like the next shipment, so I'm gonna like shop around in the website and see which one I want to want to like review. Francis, who's Francis? Francis here. Okay. Hi, Francis. So you're Francis. Okay. Okay. A lot of guitars are hard to find in UK. I think it's a supply issue due to the closed factories worldwide. Well, it's strange because they're still churning out guitars like crazy, like especially like in GNL, like GNL has been churning out guitars like crazy. I've seen their posting on Facebook. They're like, shipping guitars, GNL guitars to Sweetwater for one. Sweetwater has bought a whole lot of GNL guitars into other shops all over the world. So I don't think the factories are like stopping production. If you're talking about Indonesia, even Indonesia, like how the COVID-19 has hit them, nobody knows because I guess there's not much testing going on. And apparently the factories are still in full steam. If you're talking about China, yeah, maybe most of the factories are closed in China because China is really strict about lockdown. That's one thing about them. They're really strict about lockdown. Andrew Cordell, you've just purchased a used Comanche from Reverb. Whoa. Which one do you purchase, Andrew? The Tribute or the Fullerton Deluxe or Fullerton? Mark, that's the someone actually proposed to me this idea. A good friend, asking me to do lessons in chapters and trying to sell them, but I don't know. It's I don't know whether I can do that because, like I said, I'm not theoretically trained in music, so. Now, maybe I'll have to partner with someone else to kind of explain what I'm doing, and then he can put it in the right theological term. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Okay, Dennis. At first, it was hard. I was a quality manager and always in the fray and having to be involved. So yet it was a hard first year. Now the virus is keeping us in, but I'm looking forward to next year. All right. But do you have anything in mind, anything else that you might want to do in spare time? I know it's a bit of a challenge because if you're like a quality manager, then you're always dealing with people and there's always this interaction with people. But now that since you're retired, is there any other ways of doing, to kind of offset that, maybe start a YouTube channel? I don't know. Something like that, you can give it a go if you want to. You don't have to be about guitars; it could be other stuff. I always encourage people, who this period where COVID-19 hits the hardest in Singapore. There are a lot of musicians who are out of work, and some for good because they just don't want to go back to music anymore because it's so unstable. And some would actually started driving Ubers or driving anything, like delivery trucks and stuff like that. If they can drive, and if they have a valid driving license, they can still afford to do that. But there are some who have no driving license, and they are finding odd jobs, everywhere. But I was like proposing, this idea, like why don't you do something, like teaching, for example, online teaching, and I'm sure people would gain from your experiences, sharing on YouTube, about life in general for America. It doesn't have to be guitar if you don't think you're up to it. But if you're up to it, by all means, go for it. There's a whole lot of things to share on YouTube. If you kind of surf around YouTube, there's a million and one subject matter. And there's something to look forward to. Cool. Yeah. Well, I'll be waiting for your video, Francis. Okay, Andrew is a 2014 USA with some cool. Ooh. Ah. Okay. How much did you pay for it, Andrew? How much did you pay for it? It sounds like a really good guitar. My wife just said that to me the other day. Yeah, I have too many guitars. She was like wondering where the other guitars came from. Because I have some guitars in the bedroom which are kind of like inconspicuously hidden, and she found out about it, and she was like shouting at me and said, "Where did all these guitars come from?" I said, "I don't know." And she says, too many guitars. So. Okay, well, you're still around, cheese pepperoni. You got a made in Japan traditional 68 Fender, sweetie. Oh, we got that. Oh, cool. I got mine from I got a 50s traditional made in Japan Strat from Sound Alchemy, which kind of parallel imported the thing in. It was a really good price. Your wife doesn't want you to work anymore, but yeah, I know, I can understand that. Like you spend all your life working, and you probably didn't spend too much time with her as much as she wanted. I don't know. Maybe you can do part-time consulting, stuff like that. Okay, Andrew, send me the link. It'll be interesting to know. Hey, Alessandro, yes. Ciao, Alessandro. Ciao. Uncanny element. What's the weather like? Strange weather we're having. We have occasional rains, and that's a bummer because I just can't go out cycling because I haven't cycled for like almost 2 months. I can tell because my stomach is like bloated up. Yeah, and that sucks because it would take a whole lot of work to get it down again. And I haven't cycling because it was raining almost every day, but just don't know when it comes. And when the sun shines, it's really hot, and we're talking about 34 degrees centigrade. Average, and it's kind of weird. A whole lot of people are getting sick, not because of the COVID-19, but because of flu. The weather is kind of wonky in many ways. Like the other day I was out, went to the shopping mall because it was air conditioned, and then came out, and then back again. So with this whole temperature change every now and then, I came back with a little bit of sniffle, but didn't have the full blown flu because, yeah, I guess yeah. So, pretty weird weather we're having. Ah, why do you get a pink Strat? Well, if you like pink, if you like pink, but it's okay. My student, I had a student who bought a Japan Fender Paisley Telecaster in pink, and I asked him why. I said he loves the color pink. I said okay, don't worry about it. My godson plays a pink Sir guitar, and I guess he was for this guy, his idol Asato, right? So he has a pink Sir guitar, so he bought the same thing. Okay, so that okay, that makes sense, Dennis. So yeah, all right. Now I spend as much time as you want with her, but you got to make her understand that if you would like to keep your mind working. So one way is to do YouTube channel at home. To start a YouTube channel at home. At least you're at home with her, and then you can take breaks and go out and do whatever you want to do with her. Is there a color blacker than black, Ian? Oh no! So hot that does it still rain? Does it still rain, Alan? I don't know, Alan. You're in Wales, right? You're in North Wales, right? So is it still raining in London? Are you still having like real weird weather, like There you go. You have a pink stripe just like my godson, because I'm Matthias Sato. Oh man, I'm among the pink crowd. Okay, so you guys all have a pink color guitar. I have a pink T-shirt though. It doesn't count, I know. Yeah, that's my godson, Uncanny. He was awesome. I'm so proud of him. He's like, he's like what, 21, 20 years old, and he's like having concert calls from Beijing, in China, and guys were like asking him to come up and play. So he's pretty excited about that. And he was playing with some world-class musicians out there, some from the States. And that was his first gig, and he called me, and he was so apprehensive about the whole thing. So I prayed for him, gave him some advice. He's gonna go far, this young man. And yeah, I mean, he's humble, good looking, so talented. Yeah, and his name is Marcus, and Marcus is really something else. When he was really young, I was up in Kuala Lumpur, KL, in Malaysia. That's where he stay, and he was like maybe 6 years old, 6-7 years old. And the first time I met him was just like, it would just click. And I remember we were having supper. Supper for us here means real late supper, like 11 a.m. and 11 p.m. We went out to eat, and he was falling asleep in the back of the car. And he hugged me, as we were going by. He hugged me, and he kind of slept, on my shoulders. It's a sweet kid, he just clung on to me like that, and he would hold my hand. And subsequently, I just saw how he blossomed to this young man. At the age of 10, he was served. In the age of 10, I believe, or 11, he started serving in his church, playing guitar, just like Uncle John. And he just took off from there, and I'm so proud of him. He's a great kid. Yeah. All right, Francis. High five. What? Eric Clapton has a pink Strat? No, I don't think so. Hot and steamy for North Wales. Oh my good lord. That's not good. Ian, I don't have a pink guitar, but there's nothing wrong with the color. Very swish. Yes, Ian, you're absolutely right. Pink Gem. Oh no. Pink Gem is my main driver. It's such an awesome guitar. You actually have a gem in pink. The Steve Vai gem in pink. Crazy. But yeah, I mean that guitar suits. Yeah, it suits pink. It looks great. You're right. You're right, Alan. You're right. Todd. Sometimes I wonder how Marcus' life is gonna be. You know, when he grows up. You know, how is he gonna be handling this whole thing? Because he spoke to me way years before, like 3-4 years ago, when he was hitting 17. Yeah, 3 years ago, and he was saying that, Uncle John, I don't want to just be a normal 9 to 5 guy. I said, look, I know Malaysia is a different country from Singapore. They have a real healthy music industry over there, not like Singapore. So I told him, okay, as long as you're in Malaysia, there'll be gigs to play, there'll be shows to play, there'll be clubs to play. So that's something to consider, making a living as a musician. But I still advise him to go for to complete his studies and not drop out. And he's a smart kid. His studies it's not a problem to him. So I say, get whatever you need to get, a degree or anything like that, and then and do whatever you want to do, whatever your hearts tell you to do. So he decided to do that, and he went for it. Yeah. So I'm really proud of him. Hey, hi Jack. How are you doing? We miss you, Jack. And thank you. Man, you just come in bearing gifts. Thanks, Jack. All right, Mark, you're gonna barbecue the ribs. God bless you, Mark. Yeah, the gangs are here. We were just talking about Jack, Todd, John, why haven't the bands on the hands on your club moved a single since this feels? What kind of voodoo magic? Yeah, time just stood still. Can you feel it? You want to know the reason why the clock is not moving? Is because I took the batteries out. Why? Because I was recording acoustic guitar just now, and it doesn't help when I have to click and I have to going on the other end, so it's not good. It's been picked up by the mic anyway, so I took out. I didn't put it back in. That's why. Hi Jeff. I haven't seen you here before. You played and reviewed the Yamaha FX X5 and the Martin SC13. I've been giving these two instruments some consideration. Will you have preference or recommendation? Well, the FSX5 is a good guitar. It is a great guitar. A bit overpriced though, but it's a great guitar. Given the fact that it's made in Japan. And then you have this, the SC13 right here. Another great guitar. So I would choose this. I'll tell you why, because I like, if you've seen the review, it gives you well, we're talking about longevity. Like, if I have this guitar, I'll probably use it for years, and it would not like go crazy on me. Like, I have to sell the guitar, or have it go through a drastic workaround in case, like I said in the video, like, how the back will be bulging, because of the humidity in this country. So the way the guitar is designed is that you can actually take out the whole neck, and put shims, which is provided by I guess you gotta purchase it from Martin, specified shims, and then you can kind of raise up your your neck, your fret up if your back is bulging, so that you will not have a high action. So most of the time when your back is bulging, your bridge is raised up, so you have a high action. So with that, you kind of compensate it a bit, so that helps a lot. And that's the reason why I thought it was a great guitar. It is the new innovation that this guitar has, and you can even like kind of shift the neck forward and aft, if intonation is a problem. You can kind of make minor adjustment to your intonation with that, and that's pretty cool. And it's all accessible through the Allen key. And I thought that was like a no brainer, you know. Take my money. Other than that, it's the neck, you know, and the cutaway and everything is such an accessible, playable neck. And now, given the fact that it doesn't sound like a D35 or a D28 or a D18, doesn't sound exactly like it, but it's not too bad. It's you know, it has its own distinct sound, and it still has that Martin timbre, so well, why not? And the pickup system is pretty good too. I seldom talk about good stuff about Fishman pickups, but this one, yeah, I gotta hand it to them. They it's the right match for this guitar. Yeah, so there you go. Right, what whatever you heard about me, multiply it by 100, divide by 6, and forget. What have you been up to, Jack? Have you been writing new songs, or I heard that you're coming on an album? Right, Ian thinks like me, so yeah, we're on the same boat here. No, Alan, it would make a counter metronome, and I'm already I'm already struggling like playing with a click track, you know. Don't need a click track to confuse me. Bonjour, bonjour. Comment allez-vous? From France. I do not know how to pronounce your name. Extra. Okay. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, Jack, tell us what you've been up to. All right, Francis, you take care. Oh, what? It's 31 degrees in Montreal? Cool. You just released a court video last night. Awesome. I'm gonna take a look at it later on. Yeah. If you need plans on coming on an album, Jack, like an EP or anything like that. All right, Francis, take care. I'm good, Jack. I'm good. Like I was saying earlier, you know, our lockdown has kind of eased up, so we are able to gather like 5 person at one go. So we're happy we're able to have dinner together outside, you know, to meet up with friends. And the best part, we can rehearse in a band. So last Thursday, I had a band, well, sort of a worship session in church, which was recorded. And it was great. It was great hanging out with them for 3 hours, you know, playing in a band. So yeah, so it just was just 4 piece. It's only 5 in a band, and the maximum is 10 in the room. So we had the rest of the crew, like the lighting crew and the sound crew, you know, and the camera crew. And it was a challenge to kind of like shortlist the band from quite a huge band, like, you know, 2 guitarists and 2 keyboard players, to down to the basic skeleton of just 4 of us. So it was great. It was great. Yeah. All right, Dennis, you sent me a screen print of a pink Strat if Eric claps the stage on. Oh, okay. Okay. Ciao, Francis. You take care. You need to do all the production accessories with time consuming. Your 2 roommates here 24/7. Oh. Okay. Understand. Anytime you need me to play guitar parts for you, you know, just give me a holler. Or I think there are a couple of guys who actually asked me to do sessions for them. So There's one guy, Almond, you know, mistaken. He doesn't come for live stream, but he's a subscriber. So he was recording a song. He asked me to play on one of his tracks. You know, I charged him, but you know, it was pretty what's the term? Affordable. You know, I didn't charge him the full rate. You know. Cool. Yeah, I mean, you just let me know when you have the tracks running and everything. Incidentally, Jack, why do you have two roommates with you? I thought you were staying alone. I saw your videos that you have a room by yourself, your guitar's hanging in the back. So, what, you sharing a room with two other people, or what is it all about? What's the story here? Hate to be personal, hate to prod, but you know, just curious. Okay, so that's your bedroom. Yeah, you know, Ian's right because I did subscribe to your channel, Jack, but I didn't have notification about the new video. Well, I see it here, but you know, you didn't notify me. Hmm. I'll check out the video later on. Hi, Brian. From Newark, UK. Is it hot where you are at? Just like how it is for some of my British pals over here. So you have Alan and you have Ian. They are both from the UK. Say hi, chaps. There you go. Hey Jack, have you tried? Have you watched the video of the SC13, the new Martin guitar? Hmm. The reason why I did not do the stream last week was because I had an interview on another Facebook stream. Yeah, so it lasted for quite long, and we stopped around 11. I guess it's gonna end around that time. So yeah, so I decided not to do the live stream last week because I just don't want to be too tired out. You know. Right, Jack. Yeah, I'm still not sure what I think about those SC13s. I would need to play one and compare to Martins or not. Oh yes, it's a totally different thing, totally different guitar. Yeah, you should play it. You should play it. You know, that's why I always tell people, and you're just echoing what I always tell people. You should play it. I'm already in love with the guitar, so like I said earlier on, I'm just waiting and see and biding my time to see whether I can afford this guitar. It's going back. That's why it's going back, because I couldn't afford it right now. Maybe when things get better, when I start touring again, when I get paid for my outstanding job, maybe I'll think about it. Alan, yeah, I know. I miss you guys too. So it's like I said, to Dennis, like every time I look at the news, watch the news, I'll be thinking of you guys. Like some of you guys are in UK, and a lot of you are from the States. Seeing how things are evolving, and I go like, oh man, I'll just say a silent prayer that may the Lord just protect all of you, from harm. Yeah. Oh, all right. Is that expensive? The Cold Clock Angel 2 Redwood Blackwood. Is it an expensive guitar? Thank you, Dennis. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, do you feature the guitar jack? Do you feature guitar in any of your videos? Well, I'd love to take a look at it. Hi, Colin. Dennis, you just sent me a photo. Oh, okay. That's so. So this is the. So this is the Strat from Eric Clapton. No way. So this is the one you're talking about. This is the. This is a picture that Dennis sent me. This is a pink Strat, supposedly from Eric Clapton. Okay, all right. I'll check that out. Oh, so Say Goodbye was played through that guitar. Yeah, it sounded good. Colin Jones, where are you from? Okay, he said thank you for converting me to Harley Benton's. Yeah, I'm the Harley Benton evangelist. Yeah. Which Harley Benton do you get, Colin? Oh, another UK. Another Brit. Alright, chat, say hello. We got a couple of Brits here. Alan is one. So is Ian. Alright, there's one more, Uncanny. And I believe there's one more. Ian, I just said Ian, right? And then there's one more. I forgot what his name is. Yep. So Jack knows about Paula. Good. but cheese, cheese pepperoni you can order from Toman. I think they started to ship to Singapore right now, so you can actually order from Toman if you want to. You know what? If I were you, I would order with a couple of friends and see what they want, and just do it one shot because you have a 30 kg limit. Yep. No, City Music would not do that because Toman would not want anyone to franchise the Harley Benton guitars because it's a house brand, so they want to keep it to themselves. You know. Oh yeah, it's convenient. I order from them all the time. Let me just tell you something because I just ordered a case. Well, I just ordered a case for an acoustic guitar for my friend. The guitar came in. The case came in, but it was damaged. Right. So I wrote an email. I took a couple of photos for them, and then they said that, okay, they replaced the case for me. So this was like about a month and a half or 2 months ago, and well, apparently they informed me that they have already sent the case, but it didn't arrive. So I just wrote them an email like yesterday, and they replied today and saying, "Oh, they forgot to inform me that the package was returned to them because DHL has stopped sending stuff to Singapore 2 months ago, and they forgot to inform me." And they apologized, and it says they just asked me whether I have the options to choose, like, do I want a full refund or do I want the replacement case to be shipped. I say ship the replacement case as fast as you can, and say okay, cool. So that's the service at Toman. They're really good. They're really spot on. I have a couple of cases where I order mics and they're faulty and they replace it with no question asked. All I need to do is just to take a photo, and if there's a need for sound samples, just take a sound sample and you're done with it pretty fast. Yeah. Yeah, that's because what? Colin, that's because you're in the UK, right? For us, Singapore, we have to pay for the delivery. I miss you too, Jack. I was asking about you earlier on. Okay, Polo, I like how you got a response easily and fast every time you went to the window to talk. Oh, you're watching it right now. It's cool. Yeah. That's the beauty of God. I think what I think is that I mean, it could be just me talking, like, but I believe God loves us, chase after us with a love that none of us can understand. And God has me in His sight for the longest time, and He knew what I was capable of. He knew the gifts that He had given me, but yet He was just biding His time. And again, it was free will. I was given a choice not to even go to the window and ask and pray. Things could have happened a whole lot of difference. Things could just turn out very different for me. But the fact of the matter is that He bided His time, and I actually went and sought Him out and asked Him. So that's the beauty of God. He would not intrude into your life. He would just bide His time and wait. And yeah, I'm glad you're watching this, Paolo. Yeah, I hope you'll be blessed by it. Yeah, hi Paul, how are you? Another Italiano. The other Italiano has left. Yeah. Alessandro has left. And there was another Italiano earlier on. Yeah. So I guess you're the only Italian left here. I'm good. Come sta? Bene? Tutto bene? Yes, He always wait, Paulo. He always wait for you. There's one thing I know about God. He always wait for us. Or, there's many occasions where we take the wrong turn, to the left or to the right or to the middle, so sometimes we make the wrong decision. But He patiently waits for us until we kind of like give up and says, okay, Lord, show me the way. If you read about how Peter was in the boat with Jesus and the rest of the apostles when they're crossing the sea, and there was a storm, and basically they were crossing the sea without Jesus on board, right? And Jesus walked on water in the middle of the night, and Peter says, hey Lord, you're walking on water, right? So can I join you? And Jesus says, come. So Peter went down. He actually did all right, and then he fell, right? He fell and he started to sink in the water. And that's like us, sometimes when we found, when we hear about God and we know about His goodness and we just want to follow Him. And when we do that, a lot of times we depend on our own strength, and then we start to sink. Like a simple scenario is like, when I was a young Christian, I thought I could do a lot of stuff by myself without depending on God, and knowing the fact that I have this gift of music from God, and you begin to develop like spiritual pride in certain occasions, and that's where you start to fall, because people find you obnoxious, or you start to rub shoulders the wrong way, and you start to hurt people, and I didn't do all of that, thank God, but maybe I did, I don't know. And then you kind of know that this is not the way that God wants you to do, and you start to sink a little bit. And if you don't have it control, you just keep on sinking to a new low. And so we had to do like what Peter does, is to scream out 3 words, to cry out 3 words, Lord, help me. And He waits. Jesus just waits. Jesus didn't rush to Peter and say, oh, you're sinking, you're drowning, I'm going to save you. No, Jesus didn't do that. Jesus just waited there, standing on the water, until Peter uttered the 3 words, Lord, save me. And then He came, and then He held Peter by his hand and dragged him up. So that's God, right, Paulo? That's God. It's always been like that. Right. So yeah, it's happening next year. Okay. Colin, you say you had a 62 with a gold scratch plate and the SC450, right? So you bought the anodized pickguard, right? Okay, cool. I got hell from a guy who criticized the way I wrongly pronounced the word anodized. I pronounced this andonize. I don't know what went on that day, So he was crucifying me for that, and he gave me a whole lot of grief. Anyway, you get all sorts. Oh, okay, Paulo. It's okay. I mean, we all messed up. I messed up plenty in my walk with Jesus, but a lot of us do not understand the word repentance. When we talk about repentance, we always talk about, I'll just repent before God. The actual word repentance means to like, if you're going north, to repent means you go south. So there's something we should think about, Paulo. Like, if you think you messed up, then God is willing to forgive you. It's just whether you are willing to go the other way, and not do that again, and to forgive yourself at the same time. Because a lot of times we don't tend to forgive ourselves. We keep on knocking on our heads. Well, I'm so stupid. Why do I do this? Forgiveness works both ways. You want God to forgive you, which He does, but you have to forgive yourself for things that you have messed up with. So you gotta learn. What are you doing, Paul? You're eating blueberries? What are you eating? Let me see now. A bunch of blueberries. Sky is clear. Oh, cool. All right. Yes. God is the source, right? You got a McClary hard case for E. Whoa, that's nice. That's a good deal, Colin. Yes, you're right, Paul. It's very little to do with religion. In fact, it's never about religion. When it comes to Jesus and you, it should be about a relationship. You know. All right, cheese pepperoni. You take care. Night. Stop making me hungry, huh? Every time you come in, I'm just hungry. Cheese pepperoni. All right. Right. Guitars, music, and life. When I got saved in '85, the pastor described being a Christian is like driving a bike. We will fall, but we get back up because the cross shows us. It's right, you know. Yeah, go to your window. Don't follow me. Don't smoke a cigarette, okay? Don't do that. You know, I'm not condoning nicotine intake. Okay, all right, cheese. You take care. Yes, you're right, Ian. I'm still work in progress, you know. Todd, what, man guitars? I have a 12 string 7880. Wow. I know they were marketed in Canada, but built somewhere in one of those Pacific countries. Cool. Never heard of it, you know. Thank you, Uncanny Elman. Thank you so much. Hey, let me ask you, could £3 buy you fish and chips in London these days? How much does fish and chips go for? For the life of me, I can't remember how much it costs. £3. I guess maybe more than that. You know, £5 for fish and chips. A decent one, right? What do you think? Ah, okay. What? Oh, for four, like, you know, yeah. I mean, just for one person, no. So for about £5, right? £5. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Uncanny. See you. You have a good evening. What, Alan? You gotta be joking. You know, it costs more than £3 to have chips. There's no way. Best fish and chips are in Scotland. Yeah, I don't know. You think so? I haven't been to Scotland, so I wouldn't know. You know, I had the best. Well, for me, I had the best fish and chips in England. You know, in London. I forgot the place. So what is? I mean, just grab my mind around it. I guess it's somewhere near Spittersfield. You know, somewhere around it. You know. It's a little small, quaint little shop. You know, it's nice, very traditional. Oh, there you go. Chips in Chester is £2.80. Oh my good lord. Okay, Google. How much is £3 in Singapore dollars?
£3 is approximately 5 Singapore dollars and 22 cents.
All right. Okay. Got it. Yes, Terry, don't tell us where. London prices are mad, but the city is full of wonderful people and amazing history, so I guess that calls for a bit of premium. Just not that big. Yes. I love London, actually. I love staying there for the time that I was there, about a week. Yeah, interesting place. But then, coming from Singapore, a lot of things are in London are real familiar to me. And the way you drive, the way the traffic is, and the trees, were all very familiar to me. That's a good one, Todd. When will it take for you guys to start calling them French fries? It's chips for them. Chips. Right. I mean, it rhymes, fish and chips. You won't call it fish and French fries. It just doesn't work, Todd. Just doesn't work. Now, hamburgers and French fries, that's a whole different thing, right? You don't have hamburgers and chips. Okay. I know some of you guys missed out the first part. The first part of this stream, I was highlighting some pedals. So some of you guys have caught it. Some of you guys, latecomers, have missed it. I was just showing off some of these pedals from the vibe machine called... what is a vibe machine, right? Right, this one. I'm showing this off. Okay, so for a second, you guys are going to open this up again, just to show you what is this all about. Yeah, interesting pedal, which I think I might just do a review either tomorrow or Monday. And then there was this other thing, this sort of reverb pedal from Free the Tone. I don't know. So this is also something interesting that I showed you earlier on. See this? Yeah. So I have a feeling that this would sound really good, but I don't know. Not cheap, for a pedal like that. It's like 495 Singapore dollars. How much? Okay, Google. How much is 495 Singapore dollars in US dollars?
495 Singapore dollars is approximately 354 United States dollars and 82 cents.
$354 for this pedal, US. It's pretty sum to pay for a reverb unit. No, I have not done any Moore. I was, for the life of me, I was trying to contact the company, Moore. And I have no luck, because I know they're China based. It's a Chinese company, but I have no luck in contacting them. So yeah, I was actually quite interested in some of their pedal, the pedal boards. But we'll see. I'll keep on looking. Yeah, Alan, it looks interesting, right? Expensive though. I don't know why it costs so much, for that reverb unit. And then this one costs about, oh my good lord, this is about the same price. It's about $450 for this unit vibe. I won't pay money for that, would I? Who knows? We just want to hear how it sounds like and see whether is it worth that money. Ian. To be sung by angels. Yeah. Which is the best food where you're at? I don't know, Paul. We have great Italian food here, though. We have a couple of good Italiano restaurants, French restaurants too, and a lot of Thai food. Good Thai food is hard to come by, and we have a whole lot of Chinese restaurants, of course, but we have a whole lot of local food that are really good. So if ever you come over here, don't go for all these restaurants. Go for those, we have this food court stuff in places where we stay, and they have very nice local food. Yeah, delicious, really nice chicken rice and stuff like that. It's nice. Music scene, what's that? It's totally non-existent. Like I was sharing, some of you guys missed it. So apparently, what I just found out that they're starting to have concerts in Taiwan, in Taipei. The reason why they've started allowing concerts to happen is because the local transmission rate of COVID-19 has gone down to 0 for the past 3 months. Imagine that. For the past 3 months, there's no infection of COVID-19 in Taiwan, in Taipei. Okay, that's where the concerts were being held. Taipei is in Taiwan. It's the capital of Taiwan, and Taipei is the music center of Taiwan. So they have started opening up concerts, and people are attending concerts with masks, some without masks, and no social distancing whatsoever. And it's all perfectly fine. So things are looking way better than they looked a couple of months ago. So I was pretty surprised and delighted that they're starting to have concerts coming in happening in Taiwan. So hopefully it would be the same in Singapore and the world around. So it's good news, I guess. Hey Jack, what is Metalhead Hippie channel? What is it all about? Todd, you might be right. I think a lot of us have contracted COVID-19 and we kind of got on with it. So, Oh, really? I didn't know that. Hi, Craybar. It's been a long time. I haven't seen you for around. I haven't seen you around for a long time, Craybar. How are you doing? Okay, Jack, I'm gonna check this channel out. What's it called again? It's called Metalhead Hippie Metalhead.
What's up, YouTube? I tried to play
Anyway. I see. All right, Ian. You're so blessed to have a daughter that cooks for you. You know, the only daughter that cooks for me has moved out because she's married and all. Yeah, you're so blessed to have a daughter who cooks for you. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Who's going off? Ian, yeah, take care. So, what's happening to you guys? Like, okay, I know what the rest of them are doing. Was this risking a strike, playing copyright tunes? Is it not? What are you hearing? You guys hearing anything? I remember this one time I was playing Jack's video, and then somehow Hotel California came out. But I didn't get any copyright strikes from it, so or maybe I did, but I kind of added it out, so it was not so bad. Yeah, Kreebar, it's about time for me to leave. I gotta troubleshoot my DSLR because I didn't get this to work this time. Tonight I'm just using my webcam. Yep. It is. It's not an infringement. They don't call it as an infringement, Todd. They'll call it like they don't copy. They call it a copyright strike. They just inform you that that there's this company who's claiming who has a claim on your video. So generally it means that you have to share whatever monetization with these record companies or with these music publishing firms. And they're like vouchers. They just hanging by the side, just waiting to pounce on you, and it happens. So I kind of got used to it. And well, like I said it many times, making covers is, it's not about making money. The reason why I did covers, why I do the covers, is because I love those songs, and I thought they're great songs to cover. Why not? Yeah. I mean, the longest I had a live stream was about 3 hours, so I guess I miss you guys so much. I mean, this is almost 3.5 hours. It's a new record, all right. We're gonna hit like 4 hours one day. But now I had to go because my eyes are closing on me. I can feel my eyes getting heavier, and I need to troubleshoot my DSLR before I sleep. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it a day, call it a night. It was good to see you, Jack. Yeah, it was good to see all of you because it's like I miss all of you so much. And again, thank you for supporting me. Again, I just hit 14,000 subscribers, so I'm just glad that you guys are part of the family and part of the community. And thank you for so much encouragement that I received from you guys all these months and years. I know some of you has been with me since the get-go, and thank you so much. Thank you, Colin. Creeper. Hey, Pascal, bonjour. Yeah, see, I'm about to leave, so I got to say good night. Ciao. Ciao, por. Arrivederci. Okay. Sorry, Pascal. You came late. We have been around for 3.5 hours, so we're just ending. So join us the next stream if you can, maybe a bit earlier. Okay, so guys, take care. God bless you. Please watch where you are going. You know, wear your mask. Please wear your mask. It's not so hard to do. And stay safe. Okay, stay safe. Night.